Howdy, it's Matt. Now, a couple of days ago, it was Sunday and we're on Tuesday, I did the build video for the DW Hobby Rainbow Flying Wing, which I built on the Sunday and got out for yesterday. Now, new flying wing, time for a maiden, I do believe. So we're going to join me over on the playing fields and we'll catch the maiden flight of the new build. So let's get over. Happy days. Hey, it's Matt here. As you can tell by the cloud up there, it's not very pretty, but we are going to go in maiden rainbow flying wing. So right, left, up, down, right, left, up, down. So I'm quite happy with that. Make sure the throttle works. Loads of throttle. Let's go. Hey, we're away. And I'll try and keep her in close. Definitely need a little bit more up trim. Remember what I was saying in the build video about up trim? Oh, brilliant. Nice and responsive. Brilliant. There you go, you couldn't expect much more for a maiden. Well, a crash. And I don't want to give you one of those. Nice little slide. Oh, I've got the rates up a bit too high. There you go. What good fun's that? And bring her back round. Whee! Oh, it's a bit choppy out there. And you'll notice that I'm doing little laps. And the reason why I'm just doing straightforward laps is because I need to work out what she's doing and how she reacts. So of course if you make any changes, the wind direction might be different, you might end up putting different movements in. So yeah, keep things the same to begin with. Around we go. See what I mean about her gliding forever? Doesn't need much. Oh, we saw that coming, didn't we? Oh dear. Bit of grass. Yeah, a bit too lively in high rates, to be honest. And that's my high rates, and they are up pretty high, so it is what it is. Spin around. Oh, now the rain's come in. That's why I got this maiden out the way as soon as I could. So landing. There you go, that's a landing. Right, so I definitely need to do something about that speed controller and it staying up there. And it's just started raining here, but happy days, there you go, that's the maiden of the version 1 of the Rainbow Flying Wing. And yeah, I need to get back to the car before I end up getting wet. So for myself, Matt, cheerios! So we're back at the desk now. Yeah, the maiden went really well. It was 13, 14 mile an hour wind when it was quiet. Believe it or not, there's a I don't know if you could see it, but there's a windmill in the background, and that thing was spinning 10 to the dozen. So less than ideal conditions for a maiden, but screw it, it's a flying wing, it can cope with it, and I flew it anyway. And as we saw, it did really, really well. Oh, and that little tip about when you first Maiden a model, what you're looking for is a very uneventful flight, if that makes sense. You can rag the nuts off it on the later flights, but for its first flight, especially in conditions like I had, where it was very, very windy, and as you saw, as the model came back round in front of us, the wingtips were getting knocked around all over the shop, is that if you're trying to trim a model in and you're doing laps in different directions, is that you just won't work out what effects your changes are having. So keep to simple laps, especially for a maiden. Maidens should ideally be uneventful, but as we saw, you do get the odd 1 or 2 unscheduled landings. So, with that said, from myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch this episode. If you enjoyed it, and of course, if you enjoyed the rainbow build video, and I put a link to that in the top right-hand corner now, is that don't forget to press the like button underneath on this video on YouTube. And of course, if you've got any questions about the rainbow flying wing, you can ask them in the comments section underneath this video. So with that said, from myself, Matt, cheerios!